One of the most common questions in the health and fitness industry is what exercises should I be doing to lose weight? Coach Berek here, Equity Podcast, giving you the tools to be fit for life. Any exercise is going to help you lose weight. That's the answer. Anyone, especially if you partner exercise with nutrition. Any exercise is going to help you lose weight. However, we can do some things that will help us look how we want to look, lose that weight, maintain that weight, and have the longevity and health that we want for the long term. So, yes, any exercise is good, especially partnered with eating real whole food, not too much. When we want to start getting into how do I maximize my exercising, we want to start talking about resistance training. We need to pick up relatively heavy things. When we pick up relatively heavy things, that's going to help build lean muscle mass. It's going to build our strength. It's going to help increase our metabolism because of that increased muscle mass. Muscles need more fuel. So the stronger that muscle is, the more energy it needs to work. Relative is relative to you, right? We need to pick up relatively heavy things. So if you're just starting out, we're going to start with something relatively light, but we want to keep increasing that weight over time. We want to reach failure on some sets in a safe manner, focusing on good mechanics. But we need to stress that muscle. Acute stress is not a bad thing. That is what we're doing when we are working out. We are stressing that muscle. We are stressing our body. And then our body recovers and we become healthier and fitter because of it in the long term. So we want to pick up relatively heavy things and progressively overload our body, our muscles, in order to increase our strength. That resistance training is going to help us lose weight and keep it off. One of the things that we see a lot is people just start running. I need to lose weight. Oh, the spring break's coming, summer's coming. I need to start running more. And what you're doing, like I said, doing any exercise can help you lose weight. But when we are doing this long cardio sessions, your body's going to start pulling energy from other areas. It's going to start taking away some of that muscle mass, which is going to lower our metabolism. It's going to hold on to fat because it's doing these long workouts and it's in this starvation mode. It's like, oh, I need to hold on to this fat. This is why we get the skinny fat body type a lot. It's because people are doing all this running and the body is holding on to the fat because it's saying, oh, I'm eating, I'm not eating enough. I'm not strength training. So I just need to hold on to this as fat. Muscle is expensive. And that's why it's good to have. It needs a lot of energy to be used, to be utilized. And that's where that bump in metabolism comes in. When we're running or doing any kind of long-term endurance work, we have a tendency to lose that muscle mass. We can start thinking about this in body types. Think about what the body type of a marathon runner looks like, especially at the elite level, versus a bodybuilder or a sprinter or a professional athlete or an amateur athlete. Very different body types. Generally speaking, when we see people coming in the door of the gym, people are wanting a leaner aesthetic. They want to be leaner. They want to lose some of that belly fat. And running long distances generally has a tendency to hold onto that belly fat. When we start doing resistance training, we're going to start increasing that muscle mass. We're going to start getting more of that athletic lean body type. And that's where most people want to be. This is very generally speaking. Everybody is a little bit different. People that want to get that marathon, that's what they're looking for. So let's go get it, right? It's not bad. One's not good and bad. They're just different. If we're looking to look good in a bathing suit, if we're looking for health, if we're looking for longevity, adding some resistance training is going to be the ideal way to lose that weight and to keep it off. When we start thinking about those body types, you're like, I want strength training. I want to lose weight, but I don't want to look like a bodybuilder or like this or like that. That's fine. The amount of work that it takes to look like a bodybuilder, to look like a professional athlete, to look like a professional sprinter is a lot. That does not happen by accident. They are working extremely hard to do that. So by just adding some resistance training 2 to 3 times a week, focusing on nutrition, on a slight calorie deficit or a maintenance level nutrition, you're not going to automatically look like that after a month. Like there's people that want to look like that have been trying to do that for a long time, and it's really challenging. You need that consistency and discipline to do that over a long period of time for it to happen. So just by picking up a barbell once, you're not going to look like a bodybuilder. It's not going to happen. It's going to take years of dedication to do that. But what we can do is, hey, I want to be leaner. I want to fit into those pants that I used to fit in. Hey, I want to feel more confident when I go to the beach. Hey, I want to be that strong dad. Hey, I want to be able to play with my grandkids on the playground. That's when we really want to start bringing in that resistance training so we can build that lean muscle mass for the long term. So we can look a little bit better, so we can feel a little bit better. And resistance training can help that. Then if we want to start looking comprehensively at a full program, we're going to be getting a little bit of everything. We want to get resistance training. We want to get some long distance running. We want to get some short distance. We want to hit all those different areas. No matter if it's long or short, we want to be able to do that. If we need to move our body in space, if we need to be able to do a pull-up, we want to be able to do that thing. Gymnastics and running and rowing, monostructural movements, and weightlifting and monostructural movements. Like all of these things can be put together into a comprehensive program to help you lose and maintain that weight. Then when you start seeing results, you can be like, all right, what do I want? What's next? And how do I get there more specifically? Because everybody's answer is going to be a little bit different. But a general physical preparedness program like we have at Equity is a great way to get started, and especially when you add nutrition onto that. Generally, exercise is the cornerstone. When you start exercising, you start realizing that, oh, if I eat better, I start feeling better. My workouts start feeling better. I start seeing a little bit more definition in my arms, in my legs, in my midline. And then it all starts coming together. The cornerstone is the working out, and then all those habits start spreading out into other areas of your life. And that is where we want to focus, is our habits. Am I picking up something heavy 2 to 3 times a day, or a week rather? Am I getting some interval work in? Am I getting some endurance work in? If you're not sure where to start, we have a group class program to help you, guide you along that. We also do nutrition coaching. When you do both of those, that's how you accelerate that process. It's how you get to where you want to get faster. So if your goal is to lose weight, what exercise you should be doing? The ones that you enjoy. Then we're going to start finding those resistance training movements that you enjoy. This full range of motion movements that you enjoy. Start there and then branch out. Hope this was helpful. If you think this could help somebody, please send it to them. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Just comment below. Liking this and sharing it obviously is going to help somebody else start their health and fitness journey. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you add another tool to your toolbox in your health and fitness journey. Thank you so much for taking the time. Cheers.